Hello, good morning. Welcome to Joy News today. We're coming to you live. Joy News Desk. We're coming to you live from our studios in Kokumlime. Coming up this morning, stay away from bribe. It's a curse. That's the warning coming from COP Christian Tetteh Yohonu as he charges police officers to remain professional in the conduct of their duty.
Never do anything for you. It is a curse. So don't receive it and shame those people.
More as the IGP Dr. Akufo Dampare calls on officers to leverage the success of the Christmas festivities to improve on the integrity of the service. Also this morning, over 2,000 people died from road crashes last year, with more than 15,000 injuries recorded. We have a conversation with the National Road Safety Authority for details on the latest figures. And one of the interdicted toll workers fights back in the wake of controversy over the Toronto toll deal. We have details, and we also have business and other stories coming up shortly. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Do stay for details. Director General in charge of administration at the Ghana Police Service, COP Christian Tetteh Yohonu, has warned police officers to stay away from bribery. The police administrator made the call during a short ceremony at the police headquarters to debrief officers after their Christmas operation. COP Tetteh Yohonu said officers' ability to stay away from these gestures will help improve the integrity of the Ghana Police Service. My colleague James Aveji was at the event and has filed this report.
The Ghana Police Service, has part of its strategies to ensure the safety of the public during the Christmas festivity, deployed officers on the streets across the country. Now, after working day and night, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufo Dampare, today met with the officers in a quick debriefing exercise at the Emergency Command Center here at the police headquarters. The event started with the IGP giving the opportunity to the officers who have been on the street to share their experiences with him, as well as share with him some recommendations they think would be relevant to improving such activities.
When they dispatch in our duty, they advise us on extortion. And when you go there to truly, these civilian, some of them like giving us money, but by God's grace, we always reject this kind of money.
Our ennobled IGP was with us wherever we are. And I think we, the recruits, we, the J constables, got to a point we were very tired. But because of the presence of the IGP, each and every one of us was so excited. COP
Awuni, who is the Director General of the National Patrols Department, also urged the police to use this opportunity as a starting ground to deepen their relationship with the general public, as well as up their respect for the public.
One of the key points that always some members of the public will complain about us is the way we disrespect them. So if we start refusing to take money from members of the public, the second point we must endeavor to do is to begin to respect members of the public and treat them with the respect that they deserve. Remember that we are public servants. We are servants of the public. So how can a servant disrespect the master?
Meanwhile, Director General of the Ghana Police Service in charge of administration, COP Christian Tetteh Yohonu, warned police officers to stay away from bribery.
The assurance given by the men is that all the attempt to bribe them, they rejected them. And that is kudos to them. And we want to tell the other policemen who are home and their various places are prepared to go to work, who are not part of these galaxy stars, they should take the example from these people. That whenever they will be on duty, they should also copy the same example and make sure that they reject anything given to them. And when we continue to do this, I tell you, a time will come when they start rating, and it has already started, that they are rating in terms of corruption. Ghana police, they will never come at all. So we are urging all of you, what we have started, and I'm telling you that never do anything for you. It is a curse. So don't receive it and shame those people to bribe you, and then continue to get focused on your work.
Now, the Inspector General of Police himself, Dr. George Akufo-Dampare, then used the opportunity to urge the officers to work hard to maintain the relationship they have built with the public in a short period of time, as he used the opportunity to appeal to the public to support the Ghana Police Service become one of the respected institutions in the sub-region and beyond.
We also want to thank the good people of Ghana for accommodating our shortfalls and continue to constructively criticize us, for us to use our sense of guilt and shame to continue to be better, so that we will continue to strive to become the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of Africa and beyond.
The whole of the exercise came to an end here with the IGP, George Akufo-Dampare himself, and members of the Police Management Board going around to, give cheers to the officers one after the other, amid high morale, singing of morale songs by the officers in order to appreciate the opportunity given them by the IGP to serve the public in a way they describe as a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. From the police headquarters here in Accra, my name is James Saveji, reporting for Joy News.
One of the two persons interdicted at the Tetteh refinery is fighting back, questioning management's decision to bar him from entering the premises and carrying out his duties. Anthony Kumsen, who is the General Transport, Petroleum and Chemical Workers Union at the ATOR, and another executive were interdicted over the controversial deal between the Tetteh refinery and Torrentco. The action, which was taken by the ATOR Board of Directors, takes immediate effect. What's the offense? Mr. Kumsen says they have been interdicted for disclosing vital information on the Torrentco deal at a press conference. He joins us live with more on that. I'm grateful for your time, Mr. Kumsen. Right, Mr. Kumsen will be joining us. I'll also be joined by Bernard Owusu, who is the National Chairman of the General Transport, Petroleum and Chemical Workers Union of the Trades Union Congress. Many thanks, Mr. Owusu, for your time. Do I have both gentlemen? Let me start with you.
Good morning to you. Yeah, good morning and good morning to your audience.
Great. Let's start with you, Anthony Kumsen. You are not pleased with the turn of events, and you will not sit and do nothing, as you say. Why are you not pleased with what has happened?
Okay, so this is very simple, because all that workers executives have done in the refinery is to make sure that we engage management extensively on issues that are of national and thought interest. So when this new SPV came up, Semi-Energy and Processing Limited, and then the new entity by name Tor Workers Service France came, we engaged management extensively, and they sought to normalize the issues that we had raised with these two entities. And so we decided that the laws of Ghana gives us enough space to speak to other authorities when things are not going right and wherever we went from. So from the premise of the President's inaugural speech that he wants all Ghanaians to be citizens and not spectators, we thought we need to go a step further to make Ghanaians know what is happening at all and allow all stakeholders to have access to the issues or the information that we have officially gotten from the Registrar General's outfit concerning the incorporating of the new thermal energy and processing limited and the directors behind the Toll Workers Charity Trust. These are the information we made known to the public and all agencies that have oversight responsibilities over Toll. For which reason we got feedback and response from the Attorney General. So it's this our understanding that we that sought to make sure that things are done in the refinery. The board seeks to use some 8-hour manual policies that have different interpretation whatsoever, differently from what they sought to apply it for. To suggest that we have contravened those policies, and so the board are investigating the issues, and so they would like us to be in the house until they are done with their investigation.
So far, what has come of the investigations? Do you know?
Now they say they have now triggered another second phase of the investigation. They said that query letters to that effect somewhere in October, and then they are saying that the response to the queries, they were not satisfied with the response to this, and so they are now coming to begin, for lack of a better word, a proper investigation into the issue. And so for us not to tamper with what they are going to do, they would like us to be in the house.
So, as you are not pleased with this matter, what do you intend to do?
There are a lot of things, there are a lot of options available to unions when issues like this played out. The board has sought to now take the issues personal and deal with it. And so there are a lot of legal provisions to every Ghanaian and to union activities. And so we're going to explore every single one of them to make sure that those who blow whistle, the whistleblower is not victimized, is not panicked, while the perpetrators of the act for which he blew the whistle are walking around gallantly suggesting that nothing can be done to them.
So, which have you done? Have you done already? I mean, all the entities you want to actually petition, or the avenues available to you, have you utilized any of them?
Yes. So, for our engagement, we do the informal discussions behind. We have done practically almost all of them. Now we have drafted all the letters that we need to draft to these institutions for them to act on. And so some of them have given us the assurance that once we have engaged them in the conversation, we should hold on with all our immediate plans until what they have put in place is that they have exhausted. Until they have exhausted all the avenues, then we will know what to do. So we are waiting for feedback from all the individuals or entities we have spoken to.
Let me bring you in, Mr. Bernard Owusu. What's your own assessment of the development at Toll so far, and what's the National Union doing about this controversy, as far as the impact on members as well as Toll is concerned?
First of all, let me once again use this opportunity to thank you for having me on your show this morning. What the board of Toll seek to do is just to gag the union from doing their rightful work that has been entrusted into them by the workers of Toll, by showing of power by the board of Toll. Simply put, this gentleman and the lady who has been interdicted, they've done nothing wrong. You've gone ahead to form a Toll charity trust in the name of workers. The workers approach management and even the board with a letter that, look, we have chanced upon an information that you have instituted a Toll charity trust that suggests that this trust is for the entire workers. What is it about? The management claimed that they know nothing about it. It is only the board of THOR that has what you call the mandate of this THOR rehabilitation project. And a press conference was held by the National Union of General Transport, Petroleum and Chemical Workers Union on behalf of the local union. And this, as they stepped up as well, only for them to be interdicted. The National Union are having our structural meeting, and we are writing to the board and the management of THOR to revoke that interdiction letter unconditionally and recall our members back to work unconditionally. And if that is not done, we'll follow due process and ensure that our brothers are back to work.
Have you had any engagement with the THOR board already?
As we speak, we have not had any engagement with the THOR board, but the THOR board, led by Leon Appentin and three other members, went to seek an audience with the Secretary General of TUC in a form of trying to suggest that the National Union should come and apologize for holding a press conference. And we have made our point clear to them that, look, we don't have anything to apologize, and we are not going to apologize to them today or tomorrow. And we've conveyed our message, clear message through the Secretary General to the Managing Director of Tema Refinery. And we are looking up to them to do the right thing.
What exactly would you do to resolve the situation?
We will use the lawful way to ensure that they are called back to duty. If they don't do it, we'll resort to the last resort.
Which is?
When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
And are you looking at options of going to court?
We will use all legal means to ensure that our brothers are back to work.
Dr. Bernard, Mr. Bernard Owusu, I'm grateful for your time. He's National Chairman of the General Transport and Commercial Union at the Trade Union Congress, and he says they will use all means to ensure there is a resolution to this problem. Let's get on to other stories. Former President John Dramani Mahama is urging Ghanaians, especially trade and labor groups, to allow him what he termed honeymoon if given the nod in 2024. He says the NDC will inherit a broken economy and will need time to restore it. Speaking at a Campus Connect event as part of the Building Ghana tour, the NDC flag bearer said a national forum will be held to solicit ideas to restore the economy.
Beforehand, tell you that our country's economic situation is in a very dire state. The MPP has brought Ghana's economy to the lowest ebb that has ever been seen in our history. We are broke. We are indebted. There's hardship in the land. There's no money in the system. People do not have disposable incomes. Pensioners' monies have been taken. Bondholders' monies have been taken. And so it's created a very critical situation for us. And therefore, we are very measured in the promises that we make, because we know that we're going to come and inherit a very difficult situation. And so we would urge that when we come into office, you understand the mess that we have inherited. We have the men and women who can work to turn it around. But we'll all have to understand the situation and be patient as government works to put the economy back on its feet. And so while we are making demands, if government comes, help us with this, help us with that, yes, we will. But initially, the first thing we have to do is to bring the economy back to life. And I know that as soon as we come, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to hold a national conference, a national economic dialogue. and we're going to bring all stakeholders together. We'll open the books for you to see the mess that the NPP has left for all of us and what we have to do to be able to bring it back. My brothers and sisters, when NDC was leaving office, the total public debt was 120 billion cedis. Total from Kufuor's time, Atamil's, Rawlings' time, Nkrumah's time, we owed only 120 billion. Today we owe almost 600 billion.
Noali's aide, Joyce Bawumia, has called on the media to expose and fight political corruption in the run-up to the 2024 elections. She says political corruption in the country is pervasive, adding it militates against pro-poor initiatives which affects the country's development. She wants the media to hold accountable and expose corrupt practices of politicians and also help in the creation of a more transparent and fair electoral process by putting the spotlight on corruption issues. Joyce Bawumia made the call at the 10th anniversary celebration of the Sungmali FM in Wa.
The 10th anniversary celebration of Wa-based community radio station Sungmali FM, an affiliate partner of Joy FM, was held on the theme Impact of Media to Socio-Political and Cultural Development in our community. It has participants drawn from all walks of life, including traditional, religious, and opinion leaders, educationists, business partners, and politicians from all sides of the political divide. Special aide to former President John Dramani Mahama, Joyce Bawumia, who was the keynote speaker, observed the crucial role played by the media in highlighting key social challenges faced by the country, notable among them being the issue of illegal mining.
Media institutions like Somali are platforms for people to share their opinions, concerns, and experiences, allowing for the diverse range of perspectives to be heard and witnessed. In recent times, for example, Ghana has been struggling with various societal problems, and the media has played a crucial role in bringing these issues to light. One problem that is particularly innate is the alarming rate and increase in unlawful small-scale mining, commonly known as galamsey, which has led to significant environmental damage in our communities. The media's role in highlighting these social issues demonstrates its ability to raise awareness, encourage dialogue, and mobilize for positive social change here in Ghana.
Looking ahead to the 2024 general election, Joyce Bawumia considered that one issue that the country will be plagued with is the issue of political corruption, which she will want the media in the country to expose and fight against.
Political corruption is one of the key things that actually militates against our policy and pro-poor initiatives. It is therefore the responsibility of our media, and especially those in power, to hold each other accountable and expose corrupt practices as we go along. We can't influence public opinion and bring attention to the issues that matter most to our citizens. We can't help create a more transparent and fair electoral process by spotlighting political corruption.
On the issue of press freedom, Joyce Bawumia went for the jugular of President Akufo-Addo and his vice, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, for the poor performance and shameful rating in the Press Freedom Index.
One cardinal guarantee that this constitution grants is a whole chapter on freedom of expression, freedom of the media, and protection of rights of persons in the media. This fundamental right ensures that the media operates independently without fear of censorship and, of course, no intimidation. We are, however, aware that under President Akufo-Addo, the press cannot be said to be as free as they were before. On all the key indexes of media freedoms, Ghana has actually performed even poorer. You are the fourth estate of the realm. Be responsible and hold the government and other powerful institutions accountable. Provide us the people with accurate and unbiased information and act as a watchdog to protect our democracy and human rights.
She concluded by further throwing light on the 24-hour economic policy which the former president, John Dramani Mahama, intends to implement should he be given a nod in the December polls.
We can also boost productivity and create more jobs, particularly in the hospitality, transportation, and manufacturing sectors of our country. This will lead to a significant reduction in unemployment and underemployment in the country. Moreover, the 24-hour economy will help Ghana transition into an export-led economy by increasing production and, of course, the capacity of those who are involved in it. This will also open up various international markets, the demand for goods, and, of course, services. The Upper West region will certainly not be left out of this beautiful policy and, of course, its impact on the young people who live here.
Board chairman of Somali FM, Alhaji Abdul Rashid Mohamud, was grateful to the Upper West community for the support which he said has spurred them on to work above themselves to bring smiles to the faces of the people.
With the guidance and support of our distinguished guests, we are inspired to continue reaching greater heights and exploring new horizons in the world of radio broadcasting. Today, as we celebrate the past, we also look forward to a promising future that lies ahead of our beloved radio station.
Reporting for J News, Graphic Salam. Wow.
Days of the coming beauty. Days of the coming beauty.
Well, let's stick with the north because the Nadoli Khalil District Director of Health Services, Fobi Balangunye Temi, has expressed worry over the rise in deaths, especially among the youth through non-communicable diseases. Speaking at the commissioning of the St. Anne Medical Center at Duong, she disclosed cases of non-communicable diseases, including hypertension, diabetes, and cancer, are on the rise in the district. She wants the health staff in the district to focus on preventing these diseases. Joy News' Upper West Region correspondent once again reports.
The medical facility, a brainchild of the Duong community, emerged as an essential upgrade from the medical structures of the renowned Duong Bone Centers Clinic. The Bone Centers Clinic, known for its traditional bone settling practice, passed down through generations, often faced limitations in providing the immediate medical needs of their clients beyond fractures leading to complications. The commissioning of the St. Anne Medical Center is therefore in line with the government policy to merge traditional and modern medical practices. The two-phase project aims to integrate modern infrastructure with traditional practices, providing comprehensive healthcare services. National Chairman of Duong Youth Development Association, DAIDA, in handing over of the clinic, expressed optimism and highlighted the center's potential.
Indeed, we are delighted that this facility will fully serve the healthcare needs of the people of Duong and the surrounding communities in particular, and the people of Ghana in general. Before handing over the facility, we would like to exhort the Diocesan Health Services Trust to work earnestly to transform the St. Anne Medical Center into a world-class health facility where traditional and orthodox medical health practitioners will collaborate and cooperate to deliver quality health services that will meet the needs of the people it serves. Our gratitude also goes to Equal Opportunity Fund Netherlands, and particularly to Mrs. Artsmandes, as well as Wild Geese Foundation, who accepted our proposal to build the facility.
Physician assistant in charge of the St. Anne's Medical Center, David Edu Mensah, recounted the journey from inception to operational efficiency of the facility. Detailing the center's achievement and challenges, Edu Mensah acknowledged the dedicated staff and donors' invaluable support, emphasizing the facility's transformational efforts.
Our initial challenges taught us valuable lessons, and through continuous training and collaboration, we have become adept at handling various aspects of facility management. As we reflect on our progress, it's evident that our initial lack of experience has transformed into a valuable reservoir of knowledge, contributing to continuous improvement of our performance and the overall success of the facility.
The Nodulu Kelio District Director of Health Services, Phoebe Balagunyenti, urged health staff to center their education on promotion and prevention as hosts of young people are dying from non-communicable diseases.
It is such a worry. We have been seeing a rising trend in hypertensive cases, diabetes, and we are seeing the cancers going on the ascendancy. And it has spared not even the health workers. We have lost quite a number of health workers. So let us also focus on health promotion and prevention. Being a hospital does not mean that you want to load your facility. If they are healthy enough, they can be productive. So if there is low utilization, try to find out whether they are treating themselves at home, doing self-medication or visiting spiritualists or whatever, other than thinking that the facilities must always be full. We want them to be healthy.
Representing the Catholic Health Services Trust, Reverend Sister Juliana Lamise Akayati lauded the community's dedication and underscored the diocese's commitment to its success. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, June.
Back here in the studio in Accra, my name is Aisha Ibrahim. Let's talk about this important thing. Over 2,000 people died from road crashes last year. This figure is a little less than the record of the previous years. There's, however, been a rise in the number of cases of injuries, with more than 15,000 injuries recorded per the latest statistics released by the National Road Safety Authority. We'll be speaking to the authority for further details on these figures. But first, let's take a look at the rest of the statistics released. And there you have a trend of road crashes in Ghana between 2001 and 2003. And you would realize that, I mean, there's been a decrease in numbers slightly. If you look at from 2021, where you had 16,182, now decreasing to 14,960 in 2022, giving you a 7.55% decrease, and further decreasing to 14,135 in 2023, giving you an additional 5.51% decrease. Now look at the deaths in the crashes, same period, and it's still coming down, because if you look at 2021, you're looking at 2,970 deaths. Come to 2022 and it's giving you 2,373. That's about 20.1% decrease in deaths. And then it's further decreased in 2023 to 4.08%, which is 2,276 deaths. Definitely there's a decrease, but more can be done. That's what we'll be talking about with the Director General of the National Road Safety Authority, David Adonting, who has joined me right now. I'm grateful for your time, David. These figures don't look good anyway, but at least they are better than those in 2021, 2022. I want you to walk us through what the contributing factors are. Do we have David Adonting? Yes, yes.
To all Ghanaians and all our listeners, we are highly grateful for today, giving this opportunity to share with Ghanaians what is happening on our road. I wish every Ghanaian a happy new year. Indeed, the statistics, as you said, we are seeing consistent decline of all the CID, the figures we call the crashes, the injuries, and the deaths. Well, recording in excess of 2,000 deaths in a year, it is not something that we will say is very good for all of us, because even one death is too many for us. But if you see a decline in over the years regarding the crashes, the injuries, and the deaths, it tells the story. It gives some motivation that we can do both if we really put our interventions together and intensify what we are doing. What it means is that something good, something practical, something effective is on the ground, and it is working positively to inure the benefits of Ghanaians and all road users. Over the past number of years, 10 years, 20 years, and beyond, we have not seen this level of decline consistently until recently, from 2021, that we have seen this decline emerging. In recent times, the National Road Safety Authority, together with the media, including the multimedia, started a certain campaign which says "Arrive Alive, Drive Safe, and Now Stay Alive." This campaign is yielding positive results because we are able to use the media to run a mass campaign across the country, sensitizing all Ghanaians about the risk of using the road, whether you're a driver, a passenger, a pedestrian, a motorcyclist, a cyclist, and what have you. I believe that 3 years down the line, the effect of and the impact of this Stay Alive, Arrive Alive, and Drive Safe campaign is now yielding positive results, which means that people are listening to us. They are beginning to change their behavior, which was the ultimate objective of the campaign. Now, beyond the campaign, we must also say that we have gotten the best of enforcement from our wings as far as traffic enforcement is concerned, and that is the Ghana Police Service. In recent times, we know how the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Jampari, has himself initiated a lot of enforcement initiatives that are coming in to complement the efforts of the National Road Safety Authority in terms of campaigns. We have also seen a couple of interventions from the engineering fraternity, in which case, if you look at between Accra to Kumasi, there are certain areas that they have started dualizing, especially between Nsawam and Abuja, where we used to record a number of the crashes, usually the head-on. All these have been eliminated. So I think that with the intensive education and sensitization, the advocacy on the part of the National Road Safety Authority in collaboration with the media, supported by the enforcement and the engineering activities, we are seeing this positive result. And as I always say, it is not by way of a magic or a miracle. It is intervention. It is practical on the ground. And if we continue to enhance it, we do more. We believe that in the coming years we're going to see some more reductions as we wish.
Well, the case of increasing male fatalities remains same. What has been the challenge with getting men to drive safely on the road?
You see, dealing with traffic accidents or crashes, as we always say, is not an easy task. I think we must all recognize that fact. The fact that we are challenged by the number of vehicles on our roads, they keep increasing. But currently, we are recording no less than 10% increase in vehicle population every year. We are also recording human population. Now, the more as a country, the more the number of people or your population grows, the more your vehicle population also grows. It puts you in a situation where if you don't get the necessary resources to intensify your education, engineering, and generally intervention, you have this fighting against you in every effort that you put up across. What it means is that we will continue to have to work very hard, get all the necessary resources, sustain and maintain the kind of education that we are putting across. The police also come in with all the necessary resources to do the enforcement. Our road agencies will also continue to do their lot by dualizing most of our roads to eliminate head-on collisions, which happens to be one of the critical challenges we're facing. And beyond that, we are looking at going beyond the normal manual work of operating into technology. This year, Ghana is going to see a lot of technology deployed for road safety management. For example, the police is coming up what we call the trafficking. You are going to see less policemen on the road. Rather, you're going to see cameras being deployed in vehicles and also fixed along the road to be monitoring the road 24/7. Any road users, particularly drivers, who flout the traffic law, will be detected using electronic, and then we will have to be forthcoming by way of sending tickets and notices to them, and then they go with and pay some kind of penalties or fines. I think that technology is going to change the dynamic. Much as we are already deploying the old systems that we do, we think technology will change the trend. Now, while technology from the police is going to do the enforcement, the National Road Safety Authority is also currently installing devices in some vehicles, especially those that are commercial. Within commercial vehicles, we are going to regulate them, monitor them in traffic 24/7, looking at speeding, wrongful overtaking, and other infractions that will prevent them to even go beyond a certain limit. In this Christmas and the New Year, we focus on speeding. We made it very difficult for drivers to speed beyond the limit. Difficult means that all the cameras I'm talking about were deployed. There are cameras in vehicles that are running with us on the road. They are not being marked police vehicles. And so you will never know the kind of vehicle that is monitoring you. There are cameras that we are planting along the road, which are also doing the detection for us. We believe that some of these interventions are coming to now change the dynamic and make us better off than it is now. People are now going to be made to know that whatever they do on the road, they will be seen because they are being monitored. And we are not going to let them go scot-free because once we detect you, we will find a way of getting you. We are doing a certain testing mechanism which is working perfectly for us. Our system is talking to the DVLA system. We know which vehicle is flouting the law. We know who the owner is and how we can get the owner to be forthcoming by way of sanctioning or paying fines. I think these are ways that we are bringing on board to top up the old system that is already running to make things better for us on our road. I believe that there's going to be a general change of behavior, attitude, in a manner that our road users will now comply with the rules and regulations as far as road traffic laws are concerned. And this is what will do the trick for us.
Great ideas, Mr. Adonte. What's the role of drivers, road users, and the police in ensuring that these goals you've just stated nicely are achieved?
Yes, I think as you just put it, everybody has a role in this. The responsibility of ensuring safety on our roads is not that of a one institution, the National Road Safety Authority or the police or the others. It's a collective responsibility. Now, we are making everybody play a very, very significant role in this. Number one, the media, your role has already been specified. And that's exactly what we are doing now. We are going to use the media space to let people know of all these new changes that are coming up. We are also now collaborating very strongly with the road transport operators, the GPRTUs, the GoTours, and the rest, who are also now together with us going to conduct pre-departure checks at the lorry terminal. Before a vehicle takes off from the terminal, it should be inspected to see if the vehicle has a valid roadworthy certificate, the driver has a valid driver's license, and then also the vehicle is fit for that purpose for traveling from one place to the other. We are going to ensure that every road transport operator is registered. It's known by the National Road Safety Authority. We are going to ensure that all their drivers will also now go through formal training, formal education to warrant them to have a guaranteed service from the DVLA, especially if you want to renew your driver's license or upgrade your driver's license. It will be a requirement that you have demonstrated that you have gone through a certain formal training, show your certificate, and then DVLA will provide you that service of renewing your license or upgrading your license. The transport operators are going to do a lot to support in this direction, while the National Road Safety Authority now regulates them. Now, beyond that, those who belong to the private, who are also a huge problem for the National Road Safety Authority, because they don't belong to any group. For us to have that consistency in engaging them, we are developing a certain strategy for them. And they are the ones that we are going to target more.
while we bring in the innovative ideas and so on. We believe that the drivers, for example, will continue to have engagement. We are at the lorry park. We are at any little opportunity that we come across. We are going to engage them. Drivers are going to recognize that they are professionals. They are not just ordinary. We are going to look at how they are even going to be paid in terms of their salary. They have to join the normal workforce. This time, they have told us their challenges. And we are going to also put up a strategy to ensure that they are well protected. We are looking at even their end of service or pension reward, even when they go beyond their limits of driving. So a lot of things are coming up. And these drivers, I believe that when they begin to see that safety is a responsibility of all of us, including them, I am sure they will be up and doing and help the National Road Safety Authority move forward.
I'm grateful for your time. David Osafo-Adonte is Director General of the National Road Safety Authority. Let's take a break on Joiny's desk when we return this business.
Blessing, do you know of any good medical school I can take Kofi to? Oh, Fifi, is that why you're looking all moody? Then I have some good news for you. The College of Medicine and Allied Sciences, COMAS, Accra, Ghana, is a degree-awarding institution, and they offer Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery using the Graduate Entry Medical Programs, Bachelor of Diagnostic Imaging, and BSc Health Information Management. All these programs are accredited by GTEC. Their bilingual curriculum prepares you to consult in French. But I'm worried about admissions. Admissions are ongoing. Contact us on Facebook or on Instagram at info.comas or call us on 0208-456-556 or send them an email info@comas.edu.gh. COMAS, the citadel of a holistic professional medical education.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mommy chop money emergency. Emergency. Catch it. I'm your rent emergency. Now there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for all your money emergencies and chop life.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and get easy and quick access to your money, loans, and other banking needs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Chaos reigns! Yes! Back in the day, I was Ghana man, but something was missing until I found the one. HD Plus is not your regular free-to-air decoder. For a small fee, you get to experience great services and exciting world of content. Dial star 879 hash on your mobile phone and subscribe for as low as 290 cedis. Hashing. This one is different. The images are 5 times clearer in HD picture quality, and I'm loving the feely experience. HD Plus. I love you.
But I'm still here.
HD Plus, for better,
for less.
That's right. Get your HD Plus decoder from any Electroland outlet or our dealer shops.
And welcome to business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The cedi weakened 1.22% to the US dollar in the retail market last week following depreciation pressures. However, the expected inflow of a $600 million bailout package from the International Monetary Fund will reduce the strain on the local currency in the near term. Yes, more.
The ease in inflation and the announcement by the government that it had reached debt restructuring agreements with its official creditors, the local currency lost value to all the major foreign currencies. The central bank also auctioned $20 million for the bulk of distribution companies in its first sale for the year. But it failed to tame the persistent corporate demand as the local currency unit closed trading on the retail market at 12 cedis 33 pesos to $1. However, the expected $600 million inflows from the International Monetary Fund after its board approval of the first program review this Friday, should help improve market sentiments. This will shore up foreign exchange reserves and strengthen supply-side intervention.
Now, stakeholders in the real estate sector have called for collaboration between government and developers to provide decent and affordable housing units for security service personnel. According to them, this will reduce the country's housing deficit. Speaking at a ceremony to cut salt for the construction of an ultra-modern recreational facility for the military police in Burma Camp, the chief executive of Mayfair Estates, Dr. John Watson Otunfor, assured that the private sector will collaborate to solve the housing needs of the security services. Here's more in this report.
The provision of housing and accommodation for the military and other security services will see an improvement as more stakeholders are expected to take up the challenge of supporting personnel with their accommodation needs. As part of the efforts, Mayfair Estate has been collaborating with the Ghana Armed Forces to improve upon the situation in the last 5 years. After cutting salt for an ultra-modern military mess and recreational facility at the Douala Barracks, Chief Executive of Mayfair Estate, Dr. John Watson Otunfor, assured that more will be done to bridge the housing gap across the various services.
We've done a lot for the public in various places, and for the armed forces, what we've also done. Obviously, before I came on board, the armed forces lacked so much accommodation. Their living condition was just too bad. But I can tell you, we've added a lot of accommodation to what they used to have. And also, through General Pompepra, whose vision has actually propelled the Ghana Armed Forces to another level, the accommodation of the soldiers have improved and increased. Right now, they have a lot of accommodation, unlike what was there previously.
Chief of Army Staff Major General Opompepra, in his remarks, recounted some notable public-private partnership projects with Mayfair, which dates back a few years ago.
The Ghana Armed Forces, in collaboration with Dr. John Watson Otunfor of Mayfair Estates Limited, went into a collaboration in the year 2014. The then Chief of the Army Staff, Major General Richard Opoku Edusei, retired, entered into a private-public partnership program with Mayfair Estates Limited to relocate the military police barracks at Club 77 at Elwak, and in exchange, build 122-bedroom barracks accommodation, which is just behind us. This morning, we are gathered here to witness the salt cutting of another magnificent structure for the Ghana military police. The project, when completed, will serve as a recreational center, a dining hall, and a multi-purpose center for the unit.
The ongoing project is expected to be completed in 10 months.
And that's it for this segment. The news continues after the break.
Host of the most exciting, fun quiz game show premiering January 2024 called The One Tough Question. Now ask yourself, what question are you willing to answer to win some money? What game are you willing to play to win some money? Tune in to find out. I promise you've never seen anything like this. You'll be laughing, you'll be crying in some parts, you'll be guessing, and then you'll be like, I could have answered this question. Now, my name is Lydia Forson. It is The One Tough Question.